Hi everyone, welcome back. Michael Berge with Digiday here at the Digiday Studios at Possible. And I'm very happy to have with me Etzioni, who's the CEO and founder of Clinch, that I believe, if I hope I get this right, you are an operating system for autonomous advertising for brands and agencies.
That is correct.
Tell me what that means.
Great. So our platform is really focused on orchestrating the connection between creative and media, right? What we've identified going years back, and now with AI, it's even accelerating a little bit, even exponentially more, is the fact that creative and media are the two powers that actually drive advertising, right? Advertising is all about performance and outcome, and creative and media are contributing 50-50 to that equation. The problem is really that with AI and with advancements, everybody invests more in creative and media, and those two pillars grow. And the complexity in between them, the connection between them is becoming too much to bear, right? There are too many siloed connections, what we like to call the rope bridges, right? That are not gonna hold the weight of, much more audiences and many more signals and siloed teams. That workflow between creative and media is really collapsing under the weight, right? And the cost that brands and agencies are paying in the collapse of that workflow is really that, you want to get faster speed to market, larger scale and cost efficiency, but you're getting the opposite. And our platform is really streamlining everything. Orchestration, right, is really all about streamlining everything in one solid, unified platform that allows you to run everything in one place, control everything, and basically get that larger scale, faster speed, and cost efficiency that you're looking for.
So are your clients on the agency side, are they more holding companies or independents? It sounds like this could work better for independents because holding companies try to put their own systems together. But it talks about that of it.
It's both.
It is both.
Yeah, it's both because brands sometimes want to own the data and own the activation and the strategy. They still might be utilizing agencies to work with us, but they own the relationship. And many times holding co see the potential because they don't build or own technology necessarily, right, many times. So they see the benefit and the value in partnering with us to power them in their workflow.
And I imagine in-housing on the client side is probably an advantage for you because they probably need your services more as creative and media come together.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Good. Oh, good. Okay. So I'd love to get your take on Possible. You spoke yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to know what message are you looking to deliver to the audiences here at Possible, as well as in your meetings, and what signals are you looking to pick up from here?
The main message is really about like a wake-up call of things are not the same. It's not that we're going to take AI and just replace stuff that we've been doing manually and now it's going to be automated and that's it's going to be faster and a little bit better. It's a true revolution, okay? And you got to look at the whole workflow, take a step back and look at the whole workflow and make a decision of like, how do we step into the future and how the future is going to look like? And we got to act fast. There's no time for too much experimentation and maybe we'll change a little bit of the workflow here and there and see what happens. Things are running at a crazy pace like we've never seen before. And that stuff works, right? We know it by now. Yeah. And we all understand it's a true revolution that is happening. So our message is those workflows are going to collapse. And it's going to happen fast and probably faster than you think.
Than you wanted to.
Yeah. So you got to be ready. And we provide one part of the whole equation of advertising, but that part is really crucial because without it, then really there's a huge disconnect between creative and media, and that is something that brands and agencies cannot allow to happen.
Right. Well, and especially as it feels like there's almost a rebundling going on with where you see creative and media agencies coming back together in some form. So it sounds like you're there to help them like get over those humps.
Yeah, I mean, connecting creative and media is a message you hear everywhere and on all the different stages, right?
Yeah.
And everybody is claiming to do it, but if the connection in the middle is broken,
Right.
then it doesn't really matter what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And in the middle, yes, it's a little bit chaotic right now, but everything really flows through there, right? It's like all the different channels, all the audiences, all the strategies, ad serving, reporting. You got to make sure that that stuff is streamlined, especially if your vision is to grow to more channels, more activation, and complexity continues to grow exponentially.
Yeah, well, complexity is expanding exponentially, that's for sure. Um, One thing that you guys try to solve, from what I understand, is with so much information flying left, right, up, north, south, you know, there can be bottlenecks of data, of insights, of knowledge, of creative, of plans. Can you expound a little bit more on how you are a solution to that?
Sure. So what we're seeing that is starting to happen is that, the big problem we were just talking about in the middle and the collapse of workflows,
Yeah.
people are trying to sometimes solve the same way we try to solve things years ago, right? It's like, okay, I have a problem here, I'll solve it maybe with AI today, and then I have another problem here, then I'll solve it this. That creates just more and larger bottlenecks because let's take an example, those point solutions are just increasing the problem. And I'll give you a few examples. So if before you created 500 different creatives, now suddenly with AI, you can create 2,500 or 25,000.
Or 50,000. Yeah,
Or
exactly.
50,000,
Yeah.
right? And everybody's happy and, speed to market and production efficiency. That's great. But what's going to happen next when you got to start connecting those creatives to the activation? And what is in those creatives and how do we know? And
Yeah.
who assigns them and how do we traffic them? That's a problem. Then you need to, you just shifted the bottleneck that now you need a solution for trafficking.
Right.
And then what happens in media delivery and reporting? So my bottom line is that don't try to kind of like fill the holes with coin solutions because you're pushing bottlenecks and your middle is still going to collapse.
Right.
That's why I said take a step back, look at the workflow, understand if this is the same workflow you want and just apply agentic, or you need to rethink the workflow. And this is, again, what we're trying to help brands and agencies understand and provide a solution for.
Yeah. So it sounds to me, with everything you've described, AI creates a problem that AI, as a part of a solution, you can help with. So it's both friend and enemy.
It is, but it creates a problem if you try to apply it on the old way of
In the old ways,
right?
exactly.
Then of course it's going to make things faster, bigger, better in a way. But the current infrastructure is not ready for it. So what I claim always is like we got to look at it as like an enterprise infrastructure problem. This is not a minor thing.
Yeah.
This is a big deal.
Yeah.
And I think the C-levels across all the different Fortune 500s and holding codes, they're aware. And it becomes a problem of the whole C-level, not just the CMO, right? Because we're talking about cost efficiency, we're talking about market share, speed to market,
Right.
A lot of KPIs that are addressing all of the C-level.
Well, and if the CMO can't properly explain that to the CFO and the CEO, that's another whole disconnect. But again, you try to help them figure that out so that they can explain it clearly.
Yes, and the reality is that they're all involved in those decision making today because of the importance and the stakes. Yeah.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Etzioni with Clinch.